Coming up on the Greg and Tim Show podcast.
What else would you like me to say now?
You're making Harley uncomfortable now.
It would be the first time. I love proving a point with factual information. Well, that's a misinformed question, Tim, though, because the problem is that in the barn, they're all hens, they're all females. So I always say I got a bunch of chicks in the barn. I'm the only guy with a bunch of chicks.
There you go. I grew up in the country.
Guy, though.
Well, I'm not saying he's not a great guy 85% of the time. I'm just saying...
I just spent without her knowing, so it's a different thing.
Remember, your kids are going to watch this.
The kids are going to watch this.
Are you going to be able to make it through this one?
No.
Okay.
Get your earballs ready. Welcome to the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Take time to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Greg and Tim.
Hey, welcome back to the Greg and Tim Show. Tim?
Welcome back.
We're back.
We have a special guest today. He's our first guest in a number of weeks.
Yep.
Today we are really going to crack open a good one. Number one, we've got someone who's absolutely extraordinary joining us in the Greg and Tim Show. He's a man who doesn't just put all his eggs in one basket, all his eggs, he actually knows which basket they belong in, right? From sunrise chores to the age-old question of which came first, the chicken or the egg. He's got the Coop Scoop. Today, we welcome Harley Siemens from Siemens Farms. We'll be hatching into why he got into farming, pecking some interesting chicken and egg questions, and maybe even scramble up a few laughs along the way. So don't chicken out. Stick around because this episode is exactly
what you've been waiting for.
Please welcome Harley Siemens.
Welcome, Harley.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. That is a lot of puns. That was pretty impressive.
I got it after the first little bit where I was messing around. I got it pretty good.
You figured it out.
So, serious question. We want to start hard hitting.
Yeah. We always start hard hitting.
We want to get, we don't want to just get the silly questions out of the way, the things that nobody cares about.
And we're a little out of practice.
Yeah.
Because it's been about 4 months since we're
not sure how to do this whole interview.
So this might be...
It's going to be kind of like Kirk, yesterday. He's going to hit a grand slam first inning. And
that's right.
That's right. And that's another question. We're going to get into the spring training question. Just put that on the back burner, okay?
Back burner.
But seriously.
We do have one serious question.
We have many.
The rest are all eggs puns.
So I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
You're actually related to my wife. And as we can see in the picture that was up here, you've always been clean shaven. And we tend to interview people, I think it's around 70%.
Yeah, more than that. Because we've only interviewed 2 females.
Right. Well, yeah. I think
nowadays you can't say that though, Greg.
You can't say what? Female?
Well, they can grow facial hair if they want.
If they want to, correct.
And some unfortunately
some have
do.
chosen to, yes.
Yeah.
Not the ones we've interviewed.
So you're like a powerful guy in the industry, but perhaps you could gain a little bit more prestige if you grew a mustache and a beard. What are your thoughts?
You know what? I've tried. And it's not for lack of trying. It's just I can't do it. I just can't do it. And the thing is I look like a rabied fox. Like it just falls out and it's patchy. And the thing is I have so many events that I have to go to that there's never like a huge lull where I can I got like a month to do it and not see anybody. Right? Yeah. It's like, well, this week I got to go do this, and this week I got to do this. So I gotta wait till my dad said he was 40 years old before he could actually fully grow it.
Right.
Okay.
So I think that's the thing is I gotta wait till I'm a little bit older, but there's just too many things and
so
it doesn't look professional enough.
So 40 years old, you're gonna start to try to cultivate a beard.
I think that's
breaking news.
If you look at it though, Tim, you waited until you were 48.
First of all, no. I'm 46. I'm 47.
You're 49 right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I waited till after I was 40 as well. Yeah.
Okay.
He was 48 with his first beard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm turning 30 next week.
Right.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a big milestone.
I know. I feel way older than 30, but that's beside the point.
Life experience.
Life experience.
Call it experience. Yeah.
When you have 3 kids, they really wear you out.
3 kids.
3 kids.
And you're under the age of 30. How old are your kids?
8. Well, turning 8, 6, and 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
21, 23, and 25.
Yes, that is very good.
What's that?
That was his age when he had his kids.
Oh, okay.
So doing the math,
I
remember?
thought you were calculating.
He's not a math guy.
He's not a math guy.
No, we figured that out on episode 2.
Because they would be 23.
No, his age was 21,
All right.
23, 25
There you
when
go.
he had his children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Harley, we have a real serious question other than the beard thing.
Yeah.
What is something that we wouldn't know about Harley Siemens?
Oh, what wouldn't you know about Harley Siemens? You know what? I think a big thing about that is I actually really do not like birds besides chickens.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I think that's one thing that you know what? Like, you know, in the bird sanctuary, like at the zoos and stuff like that, hate them.
Is it because they can fly?
I think it's because they're unpredictable.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but people are like, oh, you must like love birds, like bird fear. I'm like, no.
Because chickens don't fly.
Our chickens, we train them to fly, but they
What?
That's the main thing in our systems. We have to train them to fly.
You throw them off of a building, or what do you do?
You start them at a
That's
young
how
age.
we know which ones are food.
That's how you taught your kids how to walk.
You know which ones are food? We throw them off the building if they fly. They're food. They're not food.
We like add ladders, then you take away ladders because they have to learn how to jump into fly to get to their nesting boxes where they're going to eat all those things. So they're not, should I say, soaring, but they're flying 8-9 feet and then jumping. And that's good with me, but I don't know, something about other birds, not a fan. So I think
they're
when I tell
plump and juicy and
and maybe just because I'm used to them, maybe if I'd be around other birds more than I like them. But other birds, it's a no-go for me.
So like the Hitchcock movie with all the birds and stuff.
The one called The Birds?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like to watch that.
No.
Flying around, getting people's hair.
Yeah, no.
It's a
That's
bit of
not
a nightmare.
my thing. Not
Right?
my thing. So that usually stuns people when I say that.
Yeah. Do you have any Cobra chickens?
No Cobra chickens, no.
No, just regular chickens?
Just regular chickens. The ones that lay the most amount of eggs.
How many eggs would a goose lay?
You know what? I've been asked that before, and I actually don't know. Same thing that I get a lot of times. How many eggs does an ostrich lay? And stuff like that.
One giant one.
Yeah, just one giant one, and then you have it for a year. You have to ration it off. I don't know. No, it's a good question. I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
I know ducks would be the next that would lay the most
Okay.
because like duck eggs and stuff like that. But
Do
they're
we
not
eat duck eggs?
in other cultures. They do like balut, like like where they
That's a duck egg?
Yeah, where they have the traditional balut is a duck egg, yes,
Okay.
and stuff like that. But I don't see it marketed here really.
Okay.
So
Maybe it's a market to get into.
you can definitely try. I will stay out of that one.
You can charge extra for those.
Maybe that's how I gotta do it.
So you kind of messed up that first question.
No, I skipped to the second one.
The second one. Can I do the first one?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
So typically he asked the second question first, and he waited on the. We've never done that before. Well,
I told
what
him,
is something
we're out
we
of
don't know
practice.
about Harley Siemens?
Yeah.
The first question we typically ask a guest is before we talk about your credentials and things you do for work, is who is Harley Siemens?
Okay. So Harley Siemens is, I guess, turning 30-year-old egg farmer that lives in Rosenart, Manitoba. So about half an hour south of the city. Grew up on the family farm, took it over after I went to high school, married I guess not my high school sweetheart, but I started dating her when I finished high school.
You went to high school with her?
No, I didn't go to
No?
high school with her. No, through family, friends and stuff, tight-knit community, then people kind of know all each other and stuff
So
like
she's
that.
not from Rosenort.
Her family is from Rosenart, but she's from Morris.
There's a whole big thing about the Morris and
Rosenart, like that.
They're like, they don't like each other.
Yeah. Well, except I like
he
her.
imported.
Yeah.
No, it was kind of like Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
when the two families hated each other, and then that's kind of how it worked.
And then Harley brought them together.
Yeah, I converted her, so
Yeah.
it's okay. So
Okay.
she now is a proud she didn't like.
What do you call him? A
Morris.
Rosenortian?
Yeah, I guess
Rosenorter?
that'd work. Yeah, Rosenorter. Yeah, that would be
Rosenorter?
Rosenorter.
Okay.
So that's where I kind of grew up. Family farm, university, married the wife, came back to the family farm, and Dad kind of passed me the reins and said, "Go with it." So we
Yeah.
did a lot of building and stuff like that, and just kept on making the farm bigger, and that's led me to many different avenues for sure. So
Yeah.
that's kind of.
And now he's
some
like a
say-
super popular egg farmer who's on all the commercials. He's pressing the flash out there. I feel like you know everybody. So
I have a few connections with a couple of the MLAs. They are very good to work with in different things.
So I know we can't talk about it, is what he's saying.
We love working together. We want to further the economy here in Manitoba the best we can.
So you're going to be a politician then?
Oh,
that sounded like a political response to me.
I have to be political in some of my jobs that I have. One day, maybe a politician. I've been called upon to become a politician, to run an election. I said, not the right time.
Who knows? You're still younger than 30, so I would wait until you're at least 35, 40 years old.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm not bored with what I'm doing yet. Maybe once I kind of reach all my milestones, maybe then I love a challenge. That's my main thing. That's what drives me every morning when I wake up. So maybe one day when I wake up and my challenge has been met, maybe that's something that you look at.
So you have an egg farm, but you're also on the board for the Manitoba Egg Producers?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
What is your position with the Manitoba Egg Producers?
So I'm a district rep for one of the areas of my farms, reps on the board, multiple different committees, also on some committees nationally, on a board for insurance, which is something totally interesting for me, for insurance for all the birds and stuff like that. So that keeps me pretty busy. And
did your dad do that as well, or is this something that you've taken on as your responsibility?
He was on the board for 30 years. Well, under, I think it was 29 some years like that. So yeah, kind of following in his footsteps in that way for sure.
So speaking of following in his footsteps, do you ever wonder if you weren't the son of a prominent egg farmer in the community that you would be something else, XYZ? If your dad was a doctor, you'd be a doctor. If your dad was a lawyer, you'd be a lawyer. Do you sometimes wonder, if I wasn't in this position in this family, would I be doing what I do? Do you ever think of that?
I do think of it, but it's kind of, you have to look at it from a point of view, getting into farming is such a high capital cost, right? So even if I wasn't born into it, the realistic nature of actually just, I want to be an egg farmer probably was not going to happen, because it's not like I would have the capital to go start that farm, right?
Yeah.
It's just impossible in those
can't
days.
do it now.
Right? You can. There actually is a quota draw. I'm going to put a plug in for Manitoba egg farmers. There's a quota draw for 2 wins of 6,000 birds. You get 6,000 free birds of quota. I don't want to get into the thing. So
what?
Yeah, you can win 6,000 birds. So you can register, go to Manitoba Egg Farmers website, and you can put your name in.
So as long as you have a farm that's big enough.
Nope, you don't need anything. Joe Blow, you could have.
I can't fit them in my basement.
No, but you'd have to go buy land, and you could put up a
that's
barn.
what I mean, like
stuff.
Ideally, you'd want to have the land to start.
No,
with.
the park. Just put it in the park.
I have a fenced-in backyard.
He's got it.
I don't know if you could fit 6,000 birds there.
Actually, you're not allowed to have live chickens in the city.
No, exactly. So you can have opportunities like that, but it's very hard. So I think that really led me to it, because Dad was able there. But my main thing is I really want to continue my family's legacy. I think that was a big thing. I'm a 4th generation egg farmer. I want my kids to be the 5th generation, and I really want to continue that. But everybody in that generation brings something different, right? My dad brings the hard work ethic, right? And that's what he's taught to me, right? Back in the day, if you want something, you just worked for it. And it didn't matter how many hours, you just worked, right? I come in, have the work ethic, but I have the technology brain and bring technology to the farm. So we're a good mix in that way. And that excited me too, because being an egg farmer isn't just about going to the barn, gathering the eggs. It's some days I'm a plumber, some days I'm an electrician, some days it's all the changes, and that's what drew me. But if I wasn't an egg farmer, I would have been a lawyer. That was that's my favorite thing, is lawyer shows, all that. I would love to be a lawyer.
Is it the arguing? You just love to argue?
I love proving a point with factual information.
That is actually word for word what your wife said when I asked her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a pain in... No, never wait. That.
Those are different questions.
Can you...
Wait, I got to follow up to this question.
I also have a follow-up.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll ask a question next time.
So generation number 1, your 4th generation, you said. And I didn't know it went back that far. Tell us the story about how generation 1 began.
So generation 1 would have been coming across the ship from the Prussia, Ukraine, right? After First World War, would have settled, and then would have been the next generation would have been my grandpa, and then he would have taken over, and then would have been my dad, and then myself.
All on the same farm?
That's a big complicated story. The farm has moved, but like down the road 3 miles here.
The land is in the same area-ish.
Similar geographical
Never
area.
In Morris, though.
Never in Morris.
No.
Sanford, yes, it was in Sanford for a bit.
Never.
So yeah, it has kind of moved around. There's a lot of stories with that one, but yeah, it's the Siemens Farms was actually incorporated in 1963. So it was incorporated back then. There used to be another farm. It was called Lee Valley. Lee Valley?
Yes, I've heard of
it. There's a Valley or Valley View. I can't remember. It was a different corporation.
Isn't Lee Valley one of the egg farmers right now that's on the commercials?
There's also Lee Valley. Yeah. Rick Lee. Good punch out for him.
There you go.
He's a good guy. He's Harley, Manitoba. But yeah, I can't remember what it was called. But there's another farm, and then they changed to Siemens Farms.
Right.
Okay.
And there's a good friend of mine that also has a Siemens Farms in BC.
Right.
And there's been some stories about miscommunication because I own the domain of siemensfarms.ca.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So people ask me, I want to pick up eggs. And they said, I think your location's wrong. It says you're in Manitoba and I'm in Abbotsford. Right?
Yeah. And you're like, I am in Manitoba.
And some of my mail has gotten sent there. It's a big ordeal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So when your grandpa, generation one,
great grandpa would be
came
generation
over here from Prussia, the government just said, here's some land, go farm it, go at it?
Oh, that's a great question that I don't know the complete answer to.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you're taking over the farm, you said that you bring technology to the farm. What's something that you've brought, like innovative wise and technology wise, that wasn't around 20 years ago when your dad was farming?
Yeah, I think I didn't necessarily bring a lot in the way, but I was willing to try new technology that is out there that maybe some farmers didn't want to do because they're older, didn't understand how it all works. So simple as when I got, I said we didn't even have internet in the barn, right? So then I used to own my own small town business that would do different tech, right? So setting up infrastructures, computers, networks, stuff like that. So bringing Wi-Fi to the barn and then starting to set up cameras. And then it went to controllers. So the whole barn actually is controlled off my phone, right? So paired with a company, started implementing all that. And now with new barns that we're building, there's AI technology and different things like that. All that, and then my biggest thing is now I've built these different programs that you input all this information into, and it starts to build for your flock. And I teamed up with a feed company, and they sell it to farms, and I license it to them and stuff like that. Okay. So for me, all data driven, because a lot of the stuff that we have is you get the one egg, but if you can get an extra egg, that's where you make your money, right?
Or 2 yolks in 1 egg.
Yeah, they don't pay me enough for those. I know. I get they go to usually to the crusher. So if you get all that data, it helps you make good management decisions, right? Okay. And when I came to industry, it was all paper.
Yeah,
like everything was done on paper. Dad had binders, and then this. So I'm like, we gotta digitalize all this and make a central hub that takes all the information and can spit out results.
How did your dad take that?
I always thought when I was a kid, he was kind of like a hard ass, right? Yeah. And then I think that's what they want you to think.
Which he is, but I mean...
Yeah. When it comes to talking to people from Morris.
Yeah, exactly. But now, like, he's been super good about everything. I think he sees the passion I have for the farm.
Right.
And he's just let go with it. Like, I want to build all new barn. He said, yeah, go. He's been super good with that, of handing me the keys.
Did you build the barn yourself?
It was my design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you didn't raise the roof.
No. The crews had to do that.
And I assume part of the issue is initially the cost to change things over would be quite a bit greater, but you recoup those costs over time, right?
Correct.
And now you just like you say, you literally can take your Mac and or your iPhone or whatever, and just a few buttons, and you've done everything, which obviously streamlines things.
Exactly. iPhone or Android?
Oh no! So
iPhone or Android?
You gotta ask if Apple through.
If there's one person that's more pro Apple than you, it's him.
Can't be.
No, seriously.
iPad, Apple TV.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand Harley Siemens. He is Mr.
I have a Mac.
He is Mr. Apple.
I spend way too much money at the Apple store.
But you know why, right?
Yes.
Because it's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the interconnectivity between everything. So every site gets the iPad, Mac Mini, and my big thing is because I have multiple different sites, I can't be there every day.
But they all talk to each other.
Exactly. So all the managers, employees know how to enter the information into the programs that is linked to the Mac. I sit on my computer, I can see everything that's happening, right? So it's it's a thing when you get into that ecosystem, you can't get out because it's so seamless.
There's a ecosystem, Tim, is when things work together.
So Harley, so most of us city dwellers,
Yeah.
urbanites, if you will,
Yeah.
that have no connection to the farm anymore, and maybe never ever did, like Greg.
Yep.
Uh,
I grew up
Greg's
in the
a good
country.
guy, though.
well, I'm not saying he's not a great guy
Okay.
85% of the time. I'm just saying we don't have a connection to the land like your family does.
And you do, Tim?
I said we.
Okay.
I said we. I threw myself under
Okay,
the bus. One time I shot my foot with a cow foot. That is a true story on
Yeah,
the
what?
farm.
Yeah. Well, your wife used to gather eggs.
Yeah, she did.
Right,
And
so-
she cut her teeth on the farm too.
Yeah.
But tell us some misconceptions that typical city folk like us have about chickens and eggs and the farm.
Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions. I think you go on Facebook and then you see, oh, this egg's healthier because look at the yolk; it's darker,
brown.
it's darker, or
Well, the whole wheat egg,
or the
whole
outside of
wheat
the,
egg.
or the outside of the egg is brown. So then I've gotten accused. Well, you bleach the eggshells.
No, we bleach their butts.
Yeah, and then
They come through the bleach.
But I will say what I find is really good is when they come to me with these misconceptions like that,
Yeah.
they're always willing to at least learn. So it's not
Okay.
like they're coming with like, no, I'm right. They're like, I heard this.
Yeah.
Is this
Right.
true? But I think the biggest misconception that is out there that really kind of bugs me is that when they go to the grocery store or let's say I give them eggs, right? They come over and give me eggs. Oh, finally farm fresh eggs. And I'm like, they pick up the eggs at my place twice a week and within
for the grocery store.
within 24 hours, they're in the grocery store. So I could have grabbed you eggs that were gathered 3 days ago. They're just as fresh as the ones in your grocery store.
Yeah.
And
So
I think
why don't they have brown ones at the grocery store?
because nobody buys them.
They have brown ones at the grocery store.
They're right now.
But they're all together. Like it's almost like segregation. They put all the brown ones in one box, all the white ones in one box.
So in a barn,
Yeah.
usually a barn is dedicated to the color of egg that you want. So brown
Oh.
birds are going to lay brown eggs.
Really?
And what it has to do, and this is what gets people every time, it has to do with their skin color. It has nothing to do with their feathers. It has to do with their skin color. And the only place that you can see the color of their skin is their earlobe. So if you have a
Chickens
brown
have ears?
Yeah. If you have a brown earlobe chicken
How do they
and
hear-
she is
of course
white
they do.
feathered, she'll lay a brown egg.
Because the earlobes doesn't have feather on it. So
Exactly.
You can tell.
That's how you can tell.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's why you're going to either have a barn all brown or all white because they have to separate the eggs because they get paid a different amount. Because brown birds, they eat more, they produce less, all those things. So they cost more to produce. So those eggs are gonna
that's
get
why
paid
the
a
brown
lot.
eggs are more expensive.
Exactly. And
But they're not
here-
any better for you.
Zero different. Because all matter, whatever we feed the bird, she puts that into the yolk and that's where the nutrients are. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to do about the genetics of the
Wow,
bird.
I'm learning so much about eggs today.
That's
Brown
egg-
eggs come
that's
from
egg-
brown eggs.
Yeah.
Brown birds produce
Yeah.
like I heard that chocolate milk doesn't come from brown
Oh,
cows.
and see, that's
No,
the next thing I
that is
said.
true.
I
That
tell
is
it to
true. That
everybody.
is true.
Yeah, the chocolate
That
milk.
is true. No, that's true.
Sometimes people believe me and they walk away. I'm like, oh no, actually, I have to go back and tell the person, no,
You
I'm
have to
actually
fix it.
joking. I'm joking.
we gotta fix that.
So preconceived notion number 2, you shouldn't cage your eggs. You should have them be free range and let them walk around like, respectable chickens.
Yeah. I think that's another topic it's hard to have a conversation with people because everybody wants to say the best thing in front of a camera, right? They want to say, if you ask them, well, I want to buy the best eggs, right? But when they go to the grocery store, what are they going to do?
The cheapest.
Exactly. So that is a problem that we have. So what we try and do as egg farmers and seeing what the market goes is we want to try and supply the market. So not by what people tell us,
Yeah.
by what they're purchasing. So I'm not saying one's better than the other. What I'm saying is whatever people are going to buy, that's what we're going to produce. And we've seen an uptake on free run production. So birds being loose housed inside the barn, moving around. So our new barns, all of them, everything we've converted over to free run to meet that market. But there is still a huge percentage that wants the good quality egg, but at the lower cost, right? So for us to do that, then we're going to provide them with an enriched housing egg. where the birds are in enriched housing.
Is that a different way to say caged? Have you changed the semantics to say caged? What did you? What was
enriched
the term?
housing.
Enriched housing.
Exactly, because it is quite a bit different than the old style cage. I want to call it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's called enriched
pictures
housing.
of their families.
They have nail files in there.
They have
nail
small
files.
TVs.
Yeah,
it's enriched.
Well, there's enrichments
They have
in the
Wi-Fi.
cage.
The Wi-Fi. The chickens have the Wi-Fi. The password.
Hey, all the barns have Wi-Fi now, so that's true, Tim.
So the chickens have the password.
Each of the chickens has an iPhone.
Gobble.
Well, only an iPhone.
It's an iPhone 7, but it's still an iPhone. It's
better than Android.
Oh, wow. All right. Next question.
I just think of we don't call people homeless anymore. We call them unhoused. We don't call them caged chickens. We call them enriched housed chickens.
Exactly. You guys could be an egg farmer. You guys got the terms down.
I think that would be a fun show. We go and we try to farm eggs for 3 hours and see who can get the most eggs out of the chickens.
Did you know my?
Don't tell Tim that they come out on their own.
He's squeezing the bird. We have animal welfare.
How many eggs does a chicken produce a day?
One a day. One a day on average.
One a day.
On average. So they take Christmas, New Year's, it's about I always say.
Well, if they take Thanksgiving off, they become Thanksgiving dinner.
Exactly. So about 340 to 345 eggs a year.
Okay.
Right? Because right when they come in to lay, they're not going to lay horse right away at the start.
Yeah.
And when they get older, then their production goes down, right? So it's a curve. So around 345 eggs a year.
So how do you know if a chicken's laid an egg if they're free run?
So you're never... it's a great question because a lot of people ask me, oh, how do you know if this bird is unhealthy and stuff like this, right? So you always feed and you always tend to the average, right? Because you have thousands of birds, tens of thousands of birds. You're not going to know, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at a bird as a farmer, you're going to be able to tell if it's healthy or if there's something wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
But you're not going to go and know if every bird is laid an egg, right? So you always work on the percentages. If you would grab a bird, what you can tell, if I can put 2 fingers between her hips, that means she's laying eggs because her hips have opened up. And that means that they're relaxed. So she's laying eggs. If she doesn't lay eggs, her hips are tight. But I'm not going to go and do that to every bird, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Because there's a lot of birds.
We saw in that picture. A lot of birds.
How many
right?
birds do you have, Total?
So between all the farms, about 135,000 laying hens, not including the baby chicks and stuff like that.
So in the free run ones, they're laying eggs in the barn, but are they always in the same place when they lay their eggs, or
they're trained to lay in the nest box. So
and then the egg falls through and rolls down?
Yeah, there's like a nest pad that's at a little bit of a slope. So they lay on that nest pad. It's in a private, it's behind curtains. It's nice and dark. So they have the privacy to lay their eggs. Lay their egg in there, and then that egg will roll onto a conveyor belt that's in a closed area. Then the conveyor
Is there like music going on, like soft?
Don't joke about it, because guys actually put music in there and they try that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been a huge
soft,
scientific.
Is it like soft jazz, or is it
one guy did Drake?
Okay.
I know in the barn, and they said the birds love the Drake, and I said, I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I would like to actually do a study in one of my barns to see if there's a difference on it and
Who's
put it on
the
timers.
guy from back?
That's I had the curly hair.
Yeah,
start with a Z. What's his name? Zamfir or no?
Saxophone.
Yeah,
Zamfir.
No,
you say Zamfir?
Yeah, but that's not it. That is
not it.
Instrumentalist.
Zamfir.
We'll think of it. Yeah.
And if you know, just put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
While he's thinking of that, and it's bugging me. So you referenced that.
There's also John Tesh.
It's not John Tesh. He was wasn't he more vocal?
No, he was.
He was
I
vocal.
thought he was a saxophonist.
He also sang. John Tesh. That's Entertainment Tonight. That's back.
Anyway,
yeah. Her and
Harley won't even know what that is.
I was gonna say.
Okay, for our viewers out there, Entertainment Tonight was a weekly show.
Yeah, I know
Still on
ET.
daily.
Yeah, it's a Canadian show, isn't it?
No, that's ET.
No, there's Canada ET.
Oh my gosh.
There's the American ET.
Mulrooney.
John Tesh.
Didn't Mulrooney do the ET Canada?
Yeah.
John Tesh and Mary Hart are the OGs
Yes, thank you.
of Entertainment Tonight. And Entertainment Tonight used to be on the American television, like ABC, I believe it was.
I believe that's correct.
So
It's bugging me, but anyway,
you want me to ask a question?
No, I got the question. It's still in the
Are you
back.
asking one of those?
I'm asking you a question, but in the back of my mind, I'm trying to think of who that artist is, and it will come to me as soon as.
Zamfir.
Zamfir was an instrumentalist too, I believe. Anyway, I could be wrong. So you mentioned that on the farm you learned to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Work ethic is a big thing. Do you feel? And we kind of joked we should maybe go on the farm and see what it's like. Do you feel a lot of kids these days, when they grow up, would benefit from that kind of work ethic more so? Do you think the kids these days growing up are a little bit soft, that they could use some hard work?
I don't know if it's the hard work. I think it's the work and what can you receive from the work. I think that's the correlation. So when I was a kid, I never got an allowance, but it was very easy. So let's say I clearly remember this. I wanted new dirt bike boots. They were like $200. So Dad said, I will go buy them for you, but then you have to work in the barn this many times and then it's paid off. Mm-hmm. So he never said no for if I want to buy something. He never ever said no to me. He said, oh yeah, I'll buy it, but then you owe me this. Right. So what it taught me, if I work hard, I can get the things that I want. I just didn't get it.
It's not about hard work. It's about working hard.
Exactly. And I think that's a big thing for kids to understand. I'm trying to teach my kids is never going to stop them short of the goals they want. I may think it's a dumb goal if they want this thing. No problem. Just go work hard for it and then you can get it. And then after you may say, oh, I wasted my money on that. But no, but at least you earned that.
Like at the Faith and Pro Sports night, he worked really hard to try to bid on something that his wife did not want him to bid on.
Oh, she took away my bid. That's because last year I spent a little bit too much money. Well, I shouldn't say spent too much because it's going to a good cause.
It's a donation.
It's a good cause. Me and my dad had a great time at the trip that we won. I got a painting last year, so I spent a lot. This year I got told I was supposed to keep my hand down, and she took away my thing. I did get a bid on some, but I didn't win it.
And that's the first time ever you tried to spend on something and your wife has slapped your hand. That's never happened before, right?
I just spend without her knowing, so it's a different thing. And then, and then I get the eye roll.
I hope she doesn't watch this episode.
Oh, she's gonna watch.
Oh, she's most definitely going.
She will most definitely watch.
We've got a new viewer this week. Yeah, Harley's wife.
Exactly. If you could clip that below. If you could clip that one thing out, that would be great. I would appreciate that.
I look back. And I'm watching for him to start bidding, and I look, and there he gets the paddle up, and then he goes like this, and it's like, no more bidding.
But you won last year. You won a trip to what was it? Indianapolis,
right? To any Colts game round there.
Let's reword that. He did not win. I'm fixing this for Harley's wife. He did not win the trip. He bought the trip.
Okay, but there is a worse story about that. Okay. So I had in my mind I was going to bid up to a certain price, right? Yeah. And round trip flights, hotel downtown, to any game. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it'd be awesome to take my wife to this, right? Yeah. Tim knows where I'm going with this. So I'm betting that's going to go by myself. And then this one guy kept bidding me up. And I said, no, I want this. I'm going to win. So I kept going. And then I said, okay, I'm going to tap out. Well, my dad yells across the table, Harley, I'll go halfers with you. Go up. So then I went up. So then we won. And then now my wife's like, so I don't get to go. And I said, no. Well, now I'm going with my dad because we went halfers.
So your wife is going this and your dad's going this? Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was Indianapolis. You go to a football game? Or?
Yeah, I went to a Colts game. Yeah, went to the Broncos-Colts game.
Because your dad's favorite team is the
Broncos. But he bought Colts stuff, and now we cheered for the Colts.
Really?
Wow. They're both horses.
Game. They're both horses.
Anything.
I didn't think of that.
And you cheer for anything but the birds, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Except the Blue Jays.
I like the Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I go with the Blue Jays. Yeah. I every time I saw it. So you had Devin Adams at your table?
Yes.
So I had Willie Jefferson at my table.
Yeah.
And we were talking to Willie, and we're like, so who's the loudest in the locker room?
Yeah.
And he's like looking around. He's like, Devin. And I'm like, what? And he's like, right there. And I look up, and I can see him pretty loud at your table already.
Yeah.
How loud was he at your table?
He was a bunch of fun. And I don't know if he was loud, but I loved he was just charismatic, right? Yeah. That was the big thing about him. And you could tell that he just was the life of the party. It was really fun for the table, and had some good conversations.
You could have been at Sergio's table and been drinking tequila all night too.
I know he was doing shots.
Were they really doing shots at his table?
Oh, Sergio did probably like 6 or 7 shots before he went up to speak.
Yes. Oh yeah.
At that banquet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were bringing trays of shots.
Me and Sergio are good buddies. We're good buddies. Same with Willie. We able to provide a lot of those guys with eggs. So good supporters.
We tried to get Sergio on last year. He was on his way here and got called back. He couldn't come on. He's supposed to come on this year.
And he said if he won the Grey Cup, he'd come the day if they won the Grey Cup, he'd come like 2 days after to do an interview, and they didn't win.
So they went back home.
Next time I talked to him, I said, you're going to have to do it.
It was
he doesn't have a choice. I'm not bringing him eggs until he comes on the show.
There you go. We have some great questions for him.
Yeah.
And we had some fun stuff planned for when he was coming on the show. So if he does get to be on the show, it would be a lot of fun. So
for sure.
We had Willie last year. We had Adam Big Hill last year. Yeah. But Sergio's
the character.
Yeah.
He's a character.
Yeah. So speaking of the Bombers, speaking of celebrities, speaking of delivering eggs.
Nobody was speaking about delivering eggs.
I think we were.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he was. Never mind.
Yeah, you we're in a commercial and we're gonna show it here.
Eggs.
Hey, thanks, Harley. See you next week.
Thanks, bud. Have a good one.
Lots and lots of eggs.
Oh shit.
You're delivering eggs to Adam Big Hill. I was watching a movie in the movie theater and I see Harley Siemens delivering eggs to Adam Big Hill, who's a superstar in the CFL. And you're in the back of your family and you're in the back of buses. Like you're a celebrity, man. How does it feel?
It's actually very weird in the fact, like, I can go to stores and they're like, you're the guy in the commercials. You're the egg guy. And like, I will honestly say it's
while you're shopping for eggs.
Well, no, I have never bought eggs yet.
This is crap. This is crap. This is crap.
But like when we said, oh yeah, we'd do it. I think the big thing is they want the family, right?
Yeah.
They want to get the family feel. So the one commercial is all about the family, and then I had the connection with Big Hill. So they want to do the power of eggs. And they wanted me to deliver and kind of get that. And now we just filmed another commercial this summer. It's going to be aired out in the fall here, so you'll see a little bit more of me. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I wasn't complaining.
Oh, I always, everybody's, amount of times people send me pictures of buses. It's really cool in that way, but I'm like, I'm just a farmer.
Yeah.
I'm just a farmer. I love what I do.
But now that you've been on the podcast, everybody, everyone's going to know who you are. It's going to blow up.
By the way, thanks for the eggs when you came here. Appreciate it.
Left. Yeah, they're somewhere. Next time.
Yeah, okay.
Next time. But no, it is cool on that point for sure. Yeah.
I had a question and I like totally mind blanked on the question.
I'll ask one. If Manitoba egg producers came to you and they said, we need a new project, we need a new design, we want to go interesting and create the ultimate egg-themed superhero, what would you create and what would their powers be?
Oh. It's funny because they have a superhero that they made like for a kid thing, and I can't remember the name of it. Egbert? I think it's called Egbert.
Egbert, it is, yes.
I think it is right. Egbert. Oh.
What about Greg the Egg?
Greg. Or Gregbert.
Gregbert.
There's a Greg the Egg on Pandora.
Oh, yeah?
I think there must be an egg producer there.
Could be.
It's called Greg the Egg.
The marketing team's going to love it that I actually remember that. But no, what's a superpower? Okay, a superpower would be...
falling without breaking?
Without breaking. Always laying a grade A quality egg, firm shell. Always laying the eggs in the nest. Remember I said they lay in the nest, but not all of them do. So some of them don't lay where they're supposed to. Yeah. And I would say, what else? An egg. Eggs are pretty good for what they are. I guess be bigger. Get more protein. Different things like that. Be consistent in size. That's one thing that we have to work on the farm is you get different size of eggs. Depends what the consumer wants.
Or swirl.
Swirl. Oh yeah, a twist egg. If it'd be a twist egg, I think I'd make a lot of money if I could sell like twist eggs.
Twist egg.
Work on it.
Yeah.
You're a Mac. Your back could do that for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Just design it. 3D printer model.
3D print.
And all of a sudden it comes out.
Well, they make eggs in cartons now, so you just pour them out. That's what they make at our breakfast. They just pour them out of a carton.
Those are still real eggs.
Just Mixed up
They're
first?
they're processed eggs.
And
yeah.
why is it when I make my omelet, I crack the thing and then half the time it just splinters into all these pieces? Why does some eggs crack open easy and others don't?
You mean the shell?
Yeah.
The shell depends on the age of the bird.
Okay.
That's pretty much, the younger it is, the harder the shell is going to be. The older the bird, the weaker the shell is going to be. So, and they're not going to separate those in the store, stuff like that.
They don't know the difference.
So some of them are going to be a little firmer, some are going to be harder, depending on the age.
I was reminding myself I got to pick up eggs on the way home.
Tim loves his eggs.
Love my eggs.
Guy.
Should have texted me. I would have totally brought some.
I didn't think of it.
Shoot.
I eat 3 eggs every single morning. I asked your family for questions. As you said, you have 3 young children. You have a wife, a wonderful wife here at home.
You're going to ask the daughter question?
Tennille. The name, can we say names?
Well, it's up to him.
Okay, can we say that name? She asked the question, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
What would I be?
And then she giggled after she asked it.
Of course she would. I think the biggest thing would be is I would want to be a time traveler, go back, buy stock in Bitcoin, buy stock in Apple, all those good things like that.
You want to cheat the system?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
bet on games that I know what the score is going to be. Like
Back to the Future?
Well, like bet like when they had like the Patriots, right? When they're gonna go, the guy bet all this money that they're gonna go undefeated the year, and then the Giants beat them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bet on that for sure. But also, I'm a huge history buff, so I'd like to go even back further and see different parts of history.
Pick one time and one place.
Oh,
just one.
Shoot.
You get your time machine only has a certain amount of gigawatts, whatever, gigawatts, and you can only go one place, and you can only come back, and that's all you. And that's all you have. And then the machine just gets destroyed. Where do you go?
Oh, you know what? It would probably be going back to like the medieval times in Europe. I think I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty different.
So you could die of scurvy when you're 32.
Well, you said I come back. You said
it's like one of the most overrated times in history because everyone died of like pox.
Yeah, but you said I can come back, so I'm not dying.
Oh, you're right. Okay, what do you want? What do you want to see?
I just knights and castles and the fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Like the Colosseum.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Greco-Roman wrestling, the naked wrestling.
Or like what was that in the new Gladiator movie? Like they fill up the Colosseum with water. I never knew they filled it up with water. That they would fight.
Is that based on real?
Supposedly that is true.
All those movies are accurate, Greg.
I heard that was true. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool to see
on social media. I heard that on social media that it was true.
Yeah.
Okay, I will respect the answer.
It's like me with my egg myths.
So Tim did ask your family for a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
And I guess you weren't around at this time when he called your family to make
I was watching the Jays game, I think.
Okay. And then they just left the room and went and said the questions. So the question that I found to be very interesting from your wife was, what's one awkward fashion trend you embraced? So I feel like there's a story.
I don't know something about that. She's always big into like the fashion. She's a hairstylist, so that's always her thing. I don't know if there's like one big thing. The one thing that drove my mom nuts was, so remember my dad was a businessman, right? Like so he has a farm, but also on all these boards, right? So he always wore a suit and tie. Like that was his thing, right? I wanted to be like that. So from probably grade 6 to grade 8, then I would wear like not suits, but like dress shirt and dress pants to school. And like kids have gym class, right?
Yeah.
And I'd have my nice shoes and I'd have this nice stuff. I'd come home and I had to iron my shirts and stuff to all go to school and stuff like that. I look back on it now, I'm like, that was a lot of extra work where I could have put on a t-shirt and jeans, but no, I had to dress like that and with dress shirts.
You play sports when you were in high school?
Yes.
Which ones? Remind me which ones.
Volleyball, hockey, and football.
And with the dress.
And golf.
Yeah. In the dress suit and tie.
Are you a golfer?
No. Yes, I'm a golfer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Tim's story about almost killing his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he wasn't there. He just saw the bruise.
I saw the bruise.
Oh, you guys golfed together for that?
Yeah,
well, we all had the family bought many different packs in golf. So, but I left golf. Yes.
Are you a good golfer?
Depends. Some days, yes. Some
define good. Like, I mean, is he better?
I can hit an 86.
Do you break 80?
What?
Do you break 80?
Never broke an 80.
Okay.
No.
But you broke 90.
Broke 90. Yeah.
Okay. So decent golfer. Then.
Yeah. So it's fun to golf. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Have you ever golfed with Tim?
No, actually, never golfed with Tim.
No, and he was quite a bit of a distance away. We were not like in the same foursome or anything.
Yeah. Well, he was always in the bush.
I was. That is true. I will not deny that. And yes,
I can't believe you almost killed Tammy.
I'm fortunate.
There was a lot of funny stories that
she
day.
has big. Oh yeah, I mean, we won't tell that one, but it has nothing to do with. She's got big pipes, so when I hit her and she clenched, it just bounced off like nothing, like titanium. Boom! That's how big her pipes are. Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure she felt that way.
I'm sure. I'm just saying that out loud to everybody.
I was like, I wonder what the drive home was like.
I'm curious. And it wasn't in my list of questions here.
Yeah.
Are you like your dad? Is your wife like your mom?
My wife like my mom? Like my mom or my wife
Most
like
people
her mom?
marry their moms.
Like your mom?
No. I would not say that they are similar personalities.
Okay.
I'd say they're fairly different personalities.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you like your dad?
I would be a little bit like my dad, but I would probably be... I'm more of a mix.
Right.
That's my own... It'd be interesting to see what my wife would say, but I would say I'm a fairly mix in some things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like my dad has... Sorry, Dad. He has no musical ability at all.
Neither does Tim.
That's twice in 10 minutes. Be nice.
Sorry, these are like
and
softballs.
me, I love music, playing guitar, singing, leading worship. All that's like that is a huge part, right?
You play guitar?
Yes.
And you sing?
Yes.
Well, he just tells his Mac to play guitar. I mean, it's all computerized. Just like his hands.
Do you see my fingers? I was we had a worship set yesterday, and it's bad.
It's all AI. He just sits there and he says, "AI, ChatGPT, can you play the guitar for me?
I should try.
Can you sing this? Can you have the hens lay the eggs?" He's just gonna in 10 years. He's gonna sit in his chair and do nothing.
Oh,
he's
then I'm gonna run for
touch
politics.
his laptop.
Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna run for politics.
So you have 3 kids, boys or girls?
2 oldest are girls, and the youngest is a boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you picture your farm in 30 years,
yeah.
When you're 60 and your kids are now 36 and 38 and 34,
yeah.
Who do you picture as the next generation?
Middle kid. The middle girl. Yeah, Sawyer. Yeah, she's daddy's girl and the farm girl. The oldest is more of a pretty girl princess type thing. So it's dirt, there's poop type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my youngest boy. It's hard to say. He's 4, right? Like he loves doing everything with dad, loves that stuff. But like my middle kid just loves the farm.
Yeah.
Just loves the farming aspect of it. So I would think her, but got a couple of farms, so I can maybe give one another. But oldest daughter for sure not, unless she marries somebody who wants to take over the farm.
Yeah, and she could.
Yeah, she could.
Maybe from Morris.
Yeah.
No. You don't understand.
His wife's
You
from
don't.
Morris.
Yes, but he said he converted her.
Yeah, but
she's
there's
no
a whole
longer
ceremony.
from Morris.
Mainstream Rosenart.
They had a whole ceremony where she said all the things about Morris, and she totally said, "I'm not going to accept that all the things." And I've gotten into the Rosenart community, and I object to everything. It was a baptism. They had a whole thing. They cut the finger. They had a vow. They were brought into the community.
They drank the blood of chickens.
Yes.
You had to cut the head off first.
No, I don't.
You want to live on a chicken farm?
That's going too far.
Wait, I got a question about chickens then.
Yes.
So they lay eggs for you on your farm right now.
Yes.
What happens when they stop laying eggs?
So we kind of have a preset determined timeline for them. So a week of a bird is like a year for a human. Like it translates the same. So when they're 18 weeks old, they start laying eggs. So it's like a human, 18 years old, they're an adult, right? So on our farm, we'll keep them for about 94 weeks, 93 weeks old. And at that time, then the shell quality starts to deplete, like Tim was saying, when he's cracking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have weight when they're transporting different things like that, harder to do that and different qualities. So on our farm, we ship them all to a processor down by Minneapolis, and then they'll process them for dog food, different things like that, but not for human consumption.
Okay.
Because the birds, they're actually, their genes are really small birds. So I explained to somebody, there's a broiler chicken, which is a chicken grown for meat, and then a laying hen. So think of a different car. So you have a sports car, and then you have a minivan.
Okay.
They're both vehicles. They both drive very different purposes.
Okay, so your chickens can't be used for meat.
They can be, but like their chicken breast would be tiny, and it's tough meat because we're not feeding them to promote growth, right?
You're
We're feeding them for their eggs. Exactly. So they're actually really small. They're only like 7-8 pounds when they're
Have you
old.
ever kept a chicken after its time, just as a pet?
No, I've never kept any pets.
No?
No.
No pets at all?
No, we have some pets. Well, your dog came from us, right?
Yeah, we stole your dog in the middle of the night.
Stole your
Yeah.
dog. Yeah, exactly.
Coda?
Yeah, Coda
And
came
the
from
amount
us.
of
Yeah.
fur that dog sheds, you can maybe have that dog back. We can talk.
There's no backsies on that one. I'm just saying. No, we got cats.
There's a reason why you got rid of the dog.
It was a nice dog. I just didn't have time for
Very
the dog.
friendly dog. Yes.
Yes, very nice dog.
Yeah.
So no, they never kept
It's
a
hiding
chicken
behind
past.
the chair right now.
Exactly.
So, the chickens then, you said that there are certain like 90 weeks and then they're no longer any good.
Yeah.
Do you tag them like with colors, or how do you tag them when you get them so that you know that they're
All the barns are all in, all out. So each barn that we have, they're all the same age.
okay?
So that you can do that. Because when I put birds in there, I'm not putting them at a day-old baby chick. When I replace them, they're going to be 18 weeks old. So I have another barn where you're going to be growing the birds from day-old baby chick, growing them for the 18 weeks, training them to jump and fly like we talked about where their feeders are, so that it's kind of all has to work together. So when that barn's ready, these birds go out, we take them out, clean the barn, and then transport the birds from that barn into that barn and then start the cycles again.
So from the eggs, then you keep some eggs.
No, so all the eggs, there's a hatchery where they're going to have the roosters mixed in with the females.
Okay.
Then you can get a fertilized egg, and then they're going to set those eggs in the incubator and then hatch them, and then we'd get the chicks. But because we have no roosters, no chance of fertilization, no chance of baby chick.
Is every chicken the exact same? Like if you see one chicken, you see them all, they act and behave the same way. Do some have different personalities? Like you say, that guy's a little bit strange. That guy's got a suit and tie on.
Yeah. Well, you've heard the term pecking order, right?
What's that?
You've heard the term pecking order, right?
Yeah.
That comes from chickens, right?
Okay.
So not that we're going to notice it, but there's definitely a pecking order that they have in there. There's a boss, and then there's a scum, right? And when they design these systems in these barns, they have that in mind. So in the olden days, they used to have the feed and water in the same place, right? So then the boss bird never left, right? I'm going to eat and drink, and you can't come here. Now they move them to different tiers so that when the weak birds, or when the strong birds are eating, then the weak birds can drink. And then when they move, and then it lets the weak birds. So they design that all around that for personality reasons. And when you're hatching that many thousands of birds, yeah, of course you're going to have some birds that aren't going to be as strong and different things like that, for sure.
So the birds that have the eggs that are getting hatched, are those separate from the birds that are laying eggs?
Yeah, so you'd call those breeders.
So do you have certain birds that you're like, this is a good bird, I'm going to make it a breeder?
No, so that would be from a different company in a different barn that we would deal with, that would get the breeders.
Okay.
And that those breeders would come from usually the States and then from the parent company in Europe. So then they have like the high-end breeders, and then
It's like a genealogy
yeah, exactly.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to play a game?
Let's give her.
Okay, so we're gonna give Greg a couple of seconds here. How do you like your picture, by the way? Do you see the far right? Greg, do you like your picture?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Do you have
nice.
earrings on, or what is that?
I had earrings, and then I said to my wife, "I'm 30 years old with 3 kids.
Right.
I don't need earrings anymore." So I took them out. Nothing against people that have earrings past 30, but I said there's
earrings. I think the first time I met you, like a year ago.
Yes, I took them out this summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're almost all closed back.
And you have to clarify that nothing against people that have earrings, because you're going to go into politics.
Yeah.
And so somebody that has both, they're going to be like, "What the heck?" And you don't want that.
See,
right?
actually, the main thing is my earrings, just from work, they kept getting caught on things.
Right.
Yeah, like I'd have something, and then it'd pull in my ear, and it hurt, and then they would get swollen and stuff, and I was just done. And I said, so I asked, like any good man would do, asked his wife, "Am I allowed to take out my earrings?" And she
You
said,
can't
yes.
use the word allowed.
Yeah, okay, what's the proper term?
Yeah, if you're going to get into politics, you got to avoid some words. Allowed
Can
is
I?
one of those.
Can I take out my earring?
Would it be all right?
Right.
May I please?
Yeah. Would it be all right? Do you think it would be a good idea?
See, that's a good thing. You got to ask the question that they have to go, would it be a good idea? Or do you think I should?
Yeah. Does your wife like being on the farm and in the whole industry of eggs and chickens and all these things?
I think at the start she thought it was kind of like, oh, it's cool, but now she's starting I think she still loves it.
Yeah.
But the idea of that it's not a 9 to 5 job is something that you have to get used to. And I would say that definitely has put stress on our marriage at different points in time, right? Because your commitment to your times and different things like that. And I will definitely say my work and family time is something that I think anybody struggles with, especially being young, wanting to have your business grow, right? So you got to work on that. But she's a champion in that way. She'll ask me, what can I do to help, right? Sometimes there's nothing you can do, but I said, if there's warm supper when I get home, that's great, right? So she loves being on the farm. I think she really loves that we're going to raise our kids on the farm, and stuff like that. She wants to help out and learn more, but with the kids being the age that they are, but it's harder for her to do that. But it's pretty cool when we go to a lot of different events and I bring her along and people ask her questions. She actually starts to know all the answers. Yeah, we do this at the farm like this. Then she tells me on the way home, like, so she's really getting into it, which is really cool.
Your kids, do they help out, right? They collect.
They do come and help me sometimes. These days, I'm not in the barn as much. There's more employees and managers at each site. It's more overseeing operations and a couple of the big projects we're working on. So.
What's your average day look like?
Right now, these days is wake up, I don't know, 6:30, something like that.
Oh, you sleep in?
Yeah, I don't like mornings. Let's put that out right at the bat. Yeah. I had to work that way to get there, but I'll work till 2 a.m. No problem.
2 p.m.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Yeah.
I don't work
Tim's hours.
7 until 2. That's it.
That's what the painter does.
From 2 until 10. That's me time. Oh. And at 10 o'clock, I'll see my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
My kids know not to bother me between 2 and 10. That's me time on the farm.
So just get up in the morning, usually check all my emails, reports from all the farms, but right now we have a big project going on in Blumenort at one of our farms there. Go there every day and try and get that project done. So we got 2 weeks till the big open house and stuff like that, and a lot of work to do there. And we started another barn build this couple weeks ago.
Painting there?
I don't think there's paint involved.
Not paint involved there. No. He's going to help me paint my cottage.
That's right. Yeah.
We're going to work on that.
I'll help you enjoy it.
I knew you'd say that. All right, we're going to play a game called This or That. It's exactly how it sounds. You pick one thing or you pick the other. You cannot pass. You have to choose one and think of it as if what you choose one, the other one does not exist for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Did I miss anything, Greg?
Every time you ask me that question, I usually have to say, yes, you forgot.
But this time,
you did an amazing
job. I did fine. Go ahead, start.
Okay. Road trip in a vehicle or flying to your destination?
Flying to destination. There's stories behind that one, but I don't know much.
We'll get to that if we have time after this. Chocolate or chips?
Chocolate.
What's your go-to?
Oh, my favorite. I know I'm like a kid, but like a Hershey's cookies and cream. Oh, I know people give you the exact same thing, but something about
that weird.
I love that one.
Yeah, acceptable.
Why chocolate though?
I know, but you get the chocolate little chips. Oh, it's amazing.
Laying on a beach or going for a hike?
That's tough. So I love still laying on a beach.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but I like going for walks into nature and going on hikes. I love it. But if I had to pick, laying on a beach.
Fancy night out or Netflix delivery in your sweatpants?
Fancy night out.
Okay. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, favorite restaurant. I love High Steakhouse. That's one of my favorite places to go to.
In Winnipeg, awesome, yeah.
They have local chickens there. And eggs.
Or OEB. Have you ever heard of OEB?
Yeah, isn't their logo an egg?
Yep, their logo's an egg. So we actually, from our farms, we supply OEB all of Canada.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, they especially request our eggs, and all the chefs came for a tour of the farm and stuff like that, and I love that. For breakfast.
Can you eat there for free?
No. I still want to support them.
Yeah, but if you asked...
I don't think they know who I am, because it's just the way.
Can I eat for free?
Yeah.
So you don't walk in and go, do you know who I am? No? Because that's what Tim does everywhere.
And they say no. It's a very quick conversation.
Aren't you the guy from the radio?
Yeah. But I would say if you need a really good breakfast spot, go to OEB. I love OEB.
We do enjoy OEB for
it's
sure.
Very good.
Rom-com, sci-fi, or action flick?
Action. That's
Okay. Favorite movie?
Oh, don't have a favorite movie. I love series like Mission Impossible. Love Mission Impossible series and stuff like that. Back when Marvel was good. I'm not saying they aren't good now, but like
They're not great now.
No,
that's fine.
Like the original, Avengers and stuff like that. I don't think you. Those are some of the best movies ever.
The new Superman's really good.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, really? It's on Prime.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch it. Okay,
It's
so
good.
yeah,
I think it's really good.
Or Avatar. Avatar's a good movie.
Avatar's coming out. The next one's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during that.
It's long.
Yeah.
You love music and you love sports, but a live concert or a live sporting event?
Live sporting event.
Live sporting event. You're a big Bomber fan.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Season tickets?
Season tickets, yes.
What section?
127, row 23, seats 5 to 8.
Which side is that?
Now
in?
everybody's going to be coming there for
That
eggs.
is west side.
So the east side sucks, right? That's
East
what
side. You know what? Why would I want to sit and have the sun? Like the game on Saturday, like I felt bad for them. Like it was a warm day, and
I felt bad for the people that were sitting in the sun
you look at
while
them,
you're laying on a beach.
They're baking in the sun with their sunglasses. I'm just like a nice cool side in there. I don't know.
You know the west side sucks.
Every time we do a competition, we win.
He is correct. The west side does suck. He is right. That's a scientific fact.
Did you buy your tickets from an old person or
What? No, season tickets member since '83.
Yeah, but like in '83, you weren't born yet.
No, I was not born.
And
So
it was
you
totally
bought your
in the
tickets.
stadium.
So you bought your tickets from an old person.
I guess so, maybe.
That's why you're on the west side.
And we actually were on the west side, the old stadium, dude. Now that you say that,
West side is quieter. It's older. It's usually lamer.
It's easier for me to walk to the vehicle on the way back.
It is.
It
yes.
is. You're right.
That's right.
Depends
Or remember,
on
I had to
where your
wait for
vehicle
you
is.
to come grab from me.
Not
after
very,
the
you
game.
were good in line there. You didn't have to wait too long.
Not too long.
Singing or
Oh,
playing
you're going to
your
ask two in a row.
instrument?
Okay, that's good.
I lost track.
I would have to say singing because I can only play my instrument. Like I don't carry my guitar around in the back like my truck. So
You're not that guy. Like if there's like a bonfire, you get the old guitar out, you start playing.
No, I love playing guitar, but like I sing every time in the car, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
wouldn't want to take that away.
Board games or video games?
Board games. I love
Really?
I love video games, simulation video games.
Right.
Not big into the fantasy video games
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but like a simulation of like a Madden and stuff. But I'm a big
That's not simulation. That's a sports game.
yeah, but it's so
Simulation was
realistic
like
Simulating
nowadays.
a sports
It's
event.
so realistic. It's hard.
Simulation would be like Flight Simulator or.
I also love Flight Simulator.
Okay.
And Farming Simulator.
Yeah,
I
Well, you sit there in the
I go-
tractor? Or what is that? How does that work?
You have to do your fields. Yeah.
The best part is he gets home from work. He's like, "Oh man, what's your wife's name?"
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. I am so beat. I'm gonna go play
at 2
some video
p.m.
games.
At 2 p.m.
At 2 p.m. I'm just gonna go play some video games. So he goes to the next room and he's like, "Okay, kids, get out of here. I'm playing video games right now." He goes, turns on the old video game machine, the old way back machine, and Brooklyn comes in and she goes, "Harley, what are you doing?" "Just playing video game." "Are you farming on TV?" "Yeah. The chickens need to get their eggs taken from them."
Collecting all the eggs.
This is so realistic. This is just like home.
Showers or baths?
Showers.
Because really, are baths a choice?
I have a hot tub. Like you go that's not a bath. You do that for
Well,
to
you
relax.
sit in
Okay, so I got a
water.
question for you.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of our episodes?
Yes. Oh
Okay.
no, I'm a listener.
At 3 times the
No,
speed.
At 2
At
times
the
speed.
speed of lights.
My ADHD
okay,
takes
you can
over,
do it.
but I listen at 2 times speed all my
So,
podcasts.
You may have already heard about this, and knowing Tim, you probably already know about this.
Maybe not.
But Tim only takes baths.
I did not know that.
Well, he takes baths.
What, he quit at 2:00 too and then just sit in the bath all
He
day?
but he lights candles.
I work till 4. No,
He lights the
Do you
candles.
DoorDash or whatever, skip the we don't have that in the real country. Like
Yeah.
while you're in the bath?
You've been to Tim's house, right?
No, I
Yes.
don't. Yeah.
You know the bath by the back door?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It's
No
true.
shower.
Well, I'll shower like if at a
He straight up
hotel.
fills up like
if I'm at someone's house, I might
120
shower.
gallons of water. He puts that into a bathtub, and that's what he lays
It's not
in.
120
And then
gallons,
with
but I
with
do
a
love my
bottle of
baths.
Chardonnay and gore.
That sounds awesome. I don't do that with a candle and the lights off. That sounds lovely. Bubble bath, throwing some of that. I don't do that, but that does sound lovely.
Each their own, I
Yeah.
guess.
So no showers.
I do not at home. No, I don't take showers at home.
To me, sometimes a good shower is actually more relaxing than a
Yeah.
bath.
When you can have a really good shower.
Okay, I'll take
I
one
call
at
it
your
a
house
sleep.
when we're done. Fine.
Do you not have a shower at your house?
Yeah,
That's
you do?
upstairs. We gotta do some work up there, so it's
So
Go work in
everybody in your
progress.
house only baths?
No, they take showers.
All at the same time?
No, not at the same
Okay,
time.
good.
iPhone or Android, we already found out.
Yep.
Coffee, Tim's, McDonald's, or Starbucks?
I am not a snob when it comes to coffee.
'Kay.
So I'm not a black drinker. I'm double. So I'm not picky. But probably Tim's is the most I go to because that's kind of on my way. Except Niverville now has McDonald's.
They do. They just opened. Yeah.
So I got a coffee from there. So, but I'm not picky. But probably Tim's is where I go to the most.
I'm not picky, but Tim's.
Because it's on that side of the street and I have to cross the street and it'd be a
So on the way home,
yeah.
you go,
and
on the way home, you go to McDonald's.
And why did the chicken
I did that
right?
the other day and I got an egg McMuffin at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, who provides their eggs for them?
Burnbrae does, and they're all free run eggs.
Okay.
Burnbrae Farms.
You got a
Remember.
chicken? What at 11 o'clock at night?
Egg McMuffin. Oh, egg McMuffin is my favorite snack.
Okay, there you go.
Have you had the bacon and egg biscuit at Wendy's?
No, I haven't.
You have to.
Okay.
He's asked that question multiple
Okay.
people. Nobody's
And
had it.
see, my thing is, and I know, so I'm not a coffee snob, but maybe I'm an egg snob. I go to Tim's and McDonald's for my eggs
Right.
because they're the only two restaurants that freshly crack the egg for
Tim's
each one.
just changed that though.
Yeah. And so before, I'd prefer the McDonald's one
Yeah.
because it is freshly cracked.
I think that Wendy's is freshly cracked as well.
Okay.
But if you talk to Willie and
Okay.
ask him where he has breakfast,
Yeah.
he will tell you Wendy's breakfast for the bacon and egg biscuit. Because the
Okay.
biscuits are southern fried biscuits.
Well, he also used to love the breakfast burritos. That was also a big thing that he loved.
Okay.
So I could see that.
Yeah. So
Anyway, I'm gonna try it out.
family gathering on your side or your wife's?
I have somebody staring at me. That's on the one side. Plead the fifth.
No.
Well, you have to remember your wife's side is from Morris.
Just
No,
just
they're
her,
not.
Just her
They're
mom.
not.
Just her
Oh,
mom
just
moved
her
there.
mom.
Yeah.
And her mom's not didn't grow up in Morris either. So I wouldn't say she's necessarily
No.
from Morris. And she took the blood oath as well.
That's a tough one.
They both
blood
took the
oath.
blood. The whole family took the blood oath.
You
And
know,
remember, and
no,
remember,
I'll
and,
say
and remember when you choose this side, those people don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
They're blown off.
The
face
other
of the
side
planets.
disappears forever.
and that's literally
but
what
I have
happens.
best friends on both sides. That's the
Does that
problem.
mean I disappear?
Yeah.
Okay, then definitely my side.
Oh,
So you stay.
No, he said no. His side. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, good, fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think that backfired.
I still exist.
How? I said, what side do I want? My side.
Right.
I'm not related to you. My
Oh,
wife
that's
is
right.
related.
The Siemens side. So
The Siemens
I'm
side.
gone. Poof. I'm gone.
Oh,
Yeah, not the
you're-
Schomburg side.
Your wife is related to Tim.
Yeah, my
So
wife's
Tim's related to the Morris people.
Yes. Well,
Wow.
my
Don't
wife
anymore.
my wife's mom's sister's Tim's wife.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
confusing.
I said that the
wife's
most confusing way possible, didn't I?
Sister.
We have 3 last questions we ask every guest. The first one is: if you could go back in time to talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would you talk to for a 20-minute conversation?
20-minute conversation. You know what? I would love to go talk to Paul from the Bible. I think that'd be really cool. Some of his stories that he has and being in prison stuff. I when I go to heaven, that's the guy. Okay, I love to see Jesus, but then I want to go talk to him because his story is wild.
Right.
Yeah.
So definitely him. Definitely Paul.
Yeah, sometimes it's the co-stars that you want
Oh, exactly.
Learn about.
Yeah.
to, not just the movie star.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that's
And
good.
you actually
Good
already
answer.
answered the second one.
What was the second one?
Would you rather travel 100
Oh, no.
years into the future
Oh, right, yeah.
or 100
But-
years in the past? And you already answered that
Past.
question.
But there
For sure,
is a
past.
question on this or that we didn't ask. And I know you already said time travel would be your superhero that you would want, superpower you would want. But if you had the choice between invisibility and being able to fly, what would you pick?
Being able to fly.
Yeah. Only one
Yeah.
person has said invisibility. Other than Greg, and Greg likes the invisibility.
See, I think the invisibility is cool, but I don't know. I feel like a little bit like, I don't know, dirty being invisible. I don't know. Like people can't see me, but I'm seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a peeping Tom, and that's why Greg chose that. So, hey, truth is truth.
I don't know, but like everybody wants to fly, no? Like I would assume though, when you fly, you're faster than walking and running.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean?
Superman.
Okay, exactly. Like I don't want to fly and be slow. You know what I mean? Because then that's boring. Because then what's the point?
You can fly, but you would have to fly like a chicken.
Yeah, then I'm definitely being invisible.
Yeah, you're changing
because I'm hoping by flying that I can get somewhere fast.
Yeah,
right. It's not necessarily because I'm up in the sky. It's like that's a really efficient way to get somewhere.
You still have to do work though. You're just your wings are tired instead of your legs.
Yeah, but then
Does Superman get tired?
To the farms way quicker.
Does Superman get tired? Is he sitting there halfway going? Okay. You ever see that in a movie? No, he just flying and then boom, and then flying.
Did you know Superman can't actually fly?
Are you okay?
He can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Okay.
But if you think about if you talk about all the superheroes that fly, do any of them actually flap? No. Hawkeye does. As Hawkeye,
he's got wings that come out of his
back. He kind of flaps. But I mean, like, usually when you fly, you're gliding. Like nobody has their arms out.
No one shows a huge amount. Like
you're thrush. You're like,
you're thinking Falcon, not Hawkeye.
Not Hawkeye. Yes.
Yeah,
Falcon,
you're right.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you have the last question.
I get to ask it this time.
You typically I let you ask this question, but go ahead. Yeah.
Wait. I'm trying to remember what the last question is. Dead or alive, you already asked for a conversation, but
you love this question. This is your question. You want me to ask?
Is it the dinner question?
No. Go back to younger Harley Siemens.
Right.
Yes.
We're gonna take a little step back in time.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to young Harley Siemens.
Yeah.
15-year-old Harley Siemens all dressed up, going to gym class in a suit and tie. What piece of advice would you give a younger self?
Oh.
Remember, your kids are going to watch this.
The kids are going to watch this. I guess I would say don't ever be afraid. I know this sounds so corny, but like to follow your dreams. Because you know what? Your dreams may not the big picture, but you can always, if you work hard, you can get where you want to get, right? And I think one thing that I've really taken on is I always keep on saying yes. I know people say, you can say yes too many times, you get grouped into many things like volunteering at church. You can say yes and suddenly you don't even enjoy church because you're volunteering all the time. Things like that. But always say yes to the opportunity. It may make harder, but you open up to new opportunities. You see different things keep on learning from other people. So the thing is, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Dream big, say yes, things will come.
That's what you have on your wall at home. Dream big, say yes, things will come.
Well, that's your speech when you go into politics, I believe, right? Dream big.
Things will come. Just big signs. Things will come. Things will come.
And I just won't do what I say. Isn't that a politician?
Right. And the first week when you run for the NDP party, and that's going to be your slogan. And on that note, we'd like to thank Harley Siemens.
I love the NDP. I love the Conservatives.
Yeah.
Go Manitoba.
You're bipartisan.
Yeah. Yes. What was the theme for Go Manitoba? You reminded me. We had the whole slogan thing. What was it? Something Manitoba?
Oh,
was it like?
Things
remember?
Will come.
No, it was.
Things will come.
It was really corny, and I still can't get the person doing the saxophone that's bugging me. Anyway, we'll get it afterwards. But we'd like to thank Harley Siemens for coming on the episode. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim show. I don't know which camera we're talking. That one? Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And Tim also appreciates you, even though he doesn't say it. He's like the strong, silent type. He appreciates you.
Emphasis on the silent.
Like, subscribe, share, comment, and...
What would you say? Name them all?
Like, subscribe, share, comment, and...
argue?
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell. The subscribe bell. Oh.
Hit that bell so you get notifications.
Got it wrong again.
All of our new episodes.
Oh, I'll get it next time. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring.